Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is my second video of the day. I am tired, I am winding down, I am having a glass of champagne. As you can see, the sun is setting. So this is kind of a vibe right now. I don't know if y'all can really see this, but y'all have to get into that sunset. This is a whole vibe, glass of champagne. All I'm missing is some strawberries. I actually have some strawberries, but I don't really want no strawberries. And a hot date. But right now we're getting ready to do like an updated Q&A. I want to do this mostly because of the BGC thing that you see going on. Of course, you guys have other questions in between, so we're going to get into everything, but I never really talked to you guys about it, and it was mostly because, you know, there were legal things going on. I was discussing contracts and negotiating X, Y, and Z, and there was just a lot to figure out before I had made my decision. Yeah, so let's get into the Q&A because a lot of y'all are just wondering so many things. The first question is from Tom Barty. And y'all know I'm gonna put y'all questions somewhere so it can make it easier. What's going on with Zeus? Are you flying to Atlanta with the girls? So after personally talking with Zeus, I was in talks with Natalie for a while, and I still wasn't quite sold on it. And then after personally talking to Zeus and really sitting down and understanding what exactly is going on, I got a lot of information on what the show is. So the show is not a conversation. It is not whatever that they were going to be doing on OnlyFans. It is, I'm going to say as much as I can, y'all, without saying too much, but it is basically like a where are we now, right? And of course, most of the girls, some of the girls that are already on the cast have drama and have their own things going on, and then some of the girls, you know, they like to turn on the theatrics when the camera goes on. So there will be drama, of course. You know, you can't put a bunch of women around each other without drama. Unfortunately, there was already some drama just over the weekend, and we were not filming this weekend, y'all. Like, it was still drama. So yeah, after I talked to Zeus, I really got an understanding that, you know, it is not your typical bad girls club, but we're not gonna sit here and tell you that there won't be any altercations, because that would be a lie. So basically, yeah, once I really got an understanding of like what this actually was, it definitely made me more comfortable and made me more inclined to do it, especially being as though like Zeus is a big network right now, you know, being as though TV has kind of fell off. Nobody's really watching TV. I cannot ever remember to even catch a show. You know, we're using apps more. We're using Netflix. We're using Zeus. I'm subscribed to Zeus just from watching Real Chance of Love. I had to support my friend Yasmin. I had to support Yodela. Yeah, so I've been watching Zeus. If you don't have Zeus, you should go check it out. It's just the perfect amount of ratchetness to survive this quarantine. But yeah, so that's really what it was. It just was getting the understanding of what it was. And I think you guys will like the twist that Zeus is putting on the show. It is not just directed around us whooping each other's asses. So that might disappoint some of you. It might excite some of you, but it is definitely more of like where we are right now in our lives. Who is my favorite rapper? I think we all know this because I listen to them every day. I cannot decide between Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy, but those are my two favorites. If I had to say one, I would say that Youngboy is more consistent with his music. Like, you know, you're always gonna find a couple songs from him that you like on a tape, so I'll go with Youngboy. What can we expect from you on this new BGC series? Honestly, y'all can expect to see me doing the same thing I was doing the first time. Minus the fighting, which I honestly, after meeting the girls and after being around the girls, I don't think that I will have to get into an altercation. You know, I can't say for sure because like I said, when cameras turn on, different sides of people come out. But I'm going to be laughing, y'all, this entire weekend. It was hectic, I'm not gonna lie. There was, like I said, there was already drama. And I was just sitting back, cracking up. One thing about me, y'all are gonna learn that I love to laugh. I love a good bid. I'm gonna laugh, y'all, because I think everything is funny. Yeah, that's really what you could expect from me. Like, honestly, if nothing really crazy is going on, then I'm gonna mind my business like I always do. Which is why, you know, I was concerned. This is why, like, I'm glad that it's going in a direction it's going in, like more like what's going on in our lives now. Because I feel like that I'm not catty enough, and I'm not malicious enough, and I'm not sneaky enough, and I'm just not I don't start problems. So I never, after doing reality TV, I realized, like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with myself, I'm not really good TV, because some girls just have it, like the Natalie Nuns and the Judys, when the camera comes on, they know how to turn it on and make it look really good. And I just don't have it. I'm not gonna, you know, act out of character for somebody else's entertainment. But yes, y'all will see me laughing. Y'all will see me having a ball in the corner, just watching everything. How do I feel about the drama with Sydney Starr and Natalie and the other girls? So initially I was like really, you know, eerie about it, because I felt like she was just gonna be a target because, you know, she is transgender. Sydney Starr is a transgender. And I just don't want the girls to target her because she can't physically hit them back. I mean, I know some girls say that, well, I'm okay with a guy hitting me, but if she hits one of them on national TV or network or whatever, she gonna have a lot of shit, you know? That wouldn't be her bet. She's gonna get a lot because of that, because she is, you know, still considered a man, even though I'm probably stronger than her. Sydney has fully admitted that she has never been into a fight. She's been on hormones for so long, like she probably doesn't even hit hard. And this just was a conversation that me and Sydney had. So I was concerned about that. And then Sydney told me her side of the story. Then I came and it came up again. And then Janelle told me verbatim what happened. And then Natalie got on live, and Sydney kind of was like, okay, I may have on purpose, accidentally threw the drink on you. Admitting that she did on purpose, I was like, oh girl, I can't help you if you just starting stuff, because I know if you would have threw a drink on me, I would have turned around and punched you in the face. You wouldn't have got a drink thrown back. So, yeah, I don't know. I think Sydney is one of those people who are good for TV, and she's very theatrical. So, whatever she brings upon herself due to her theatrics, she'll just have to deal with. But I just was concerned that it was going to be more like, let's just target her because she can't fight, you know? So, but I don't think it's that so far. I think Sydney's just crazy, which, you know, is good for TV. Somebody asked, how do I really feel about Christina and Megan? So I know Megan prior to, just off social media, and we've hung out in the club before. Megan's always been really nice and really sweet to me. I think when Megan does not like the people that she's around, she's a bit of a complainer. Her bougie side comes out more when she's around people that she dislikes. And this is the truth. Like, when we were just in the car and it was just like us, Janelle, that scene, Christina, all in the car, Megan was 100% fine. Excuse me. Then when we got to the house and she had to be around the other girls, her mood changed again. So I really think, you know, it just depends on the situation that she's in, when she's comfortable and when she's not comfortable. But I like Megan. Like I said, I don't know Megan, you know, deep down as a person. I just know her just how she's treated me, so I go by that. Christina is really funny, y'all. Her and Megan are very true Aquarius, and y'all know all of my sisters are Aquarius except for me. My mom had 4 girls, 3 out of 4 were Aquarius. So I'm just used, and majority of my family are Aquarius. We have more Aquarius than anything in our family. But I am used to dealing with these type of people. And it's weird because air signs and earth signs are not really compatible, but I think that I have been trained to deal with them. and deep down I'm a little bit like them just from, you know, growing up around them. So yeah, they're kind of just two people that I kind of recognize. You know, I see a little bit of them in my sisters or in my family members, or even most of my friends growing up have been Aquarius. And then just in friendships that I've had over the years. And yeah, I like Christina. Christina is interesting. You know, you can't believe everything you see all the time, right? Because I know that it looked like on that conversation, and it kind of made me nervous too, because I was thinking like, wow, Christina's a lot different than she was on her season. Why is she acting like that? But what I will say is that it was a reason for it, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. There was a reason for it. Christina's actually like, she kind of was off doing her own thing most of the time. She was not attached to anybody by the hip. She literally was just in her phone bothering people all day. I'm not gonna put her business out there, but she had me laughing most of the day, y'all. Every time I turn around, Christina was just in her phone being Christina, being a true Aquarius. So yes, I like them too. So far, I'm sure I'll get in the house and see other things, you know, but they haven't given me anything personally that will make me think, you know, otherwise. But I think that's pretty much all the BGC questions. If I pass another one, then I'll go to it. Someone asked, how long do I plan to live in Miami? I never plan on leaving Miami. I've said it a few times that Miami was always the end goal. It's always where I wanted to live. It was always where even me and baby daddy planned to live. This was the end goal. We just had other things to go do first. You know, as much as I hated LA, I have to appreciate it for what it was. I met TDG, you know. So I never want to leave Miami. I love Miami. I'm so happy here. As you can tell, I think that it shows. Another person asked, what do you think your purpose is? 7 crafts. Dang. How would you like to be remembered? I think my purpose, as much as I hate it and I don't want it to be, but I think that I am here to just care about people, you know? And not even just like in that sense, like, I think the world is like really mean and it's really nasty, and I think that I literally was put here to be like that shoulder to cry on, that person you can go to, or just that I'm in a room full of mean people and then there's just one nice person sitting in the corner that gave me a smile type of thing. Yeah, I'm a caregiver. It might be the earth side of me, but I would just like to be remembered. I was a lot of things. I am a lot of things. I'm crazy. Slightly violent. Sometimes I wake up and choose violence. Y'all, that's my favorite new thing going around on Twitter. But I just really want to be remembered that, like, I'm a really nice person, y'all. And I know I say it a lot, and I know nobody should say that, but nobody that has come across me is just gonna say like, oh, she just messed up. I care about people and I care about things. I just care. And that is probably my biggest downfall, but somebody has to do it, right? Somebody gotta care about the world and about people. There's not enough people like that. What is your favorite thing about being a Virgo? Pretty much that, y'all. We you know what? Virgos are resilient. What I noticed about like every Virgo, even just hearing about certain Virgos, the things that we go through and get through, other zodiac signs cannot handle. We adapt and we keep going. And I love that about myself. It does not matter what's happening in my life. I adapt and I keep going. And I think that that is a heavy Virgo energy. And yeah, that is my favorite thing. Besides caring about people. What helped you feel comfortable with your weight after being thicker before? Honestly, it's when I got my Savage Fenty deal. I was really nervous about it. I'm like, how am I gonna be posing in lingerie? I don't have no body anymore. This is not gonna look good, especially with like Instagram's new norm being extremely thick girls. So it was savage fancy for me. It was just like I had to. It's like you're either gonna enjoy yourself and you're gonna like it and you're gonna look at it and you're gonna like it, or you're gonna be miserable the entire time that you're doing it. And I was just like, you know what? This is my body and this is how it's gonna be. And it's also too, you know, I stand out. Like, everybody looks exactly the same now, and that's no shade, because I do plan on getting my hip dips filled when I have enough fat to do so. But I'm not gonna do it in the sense that, like, to look like the same way I did my titties is the same way I want my butt done. Very subtle, very light. I never had hips. Even when I had a big butt, my hips were always non-existent. So yeah, it just was like, you can change it. I can change it if I want to at any moment. All I have to do is gain the weight to change it. But it's so much deeper than surface level, and I understand that. Like, you know, I could fill my hip dips in tomorrow and then I'll find something else. I can change my titties tomorrow and then I'll find something else. So you just have to know, like, you have to work. I'm glad that before I got, you know, my butt done and stuff, that I worked on the inner, you know, the inner problems. So now I got on social media and I did it, and I did this entire Savage Fenty thing every month, twice a month, posing naked on social media, something that I 100% was not comfortable with at first, and I did it. So I was actually really proud of myself for that, y'all, because if y'all knew how bad I was stressing so bad, it didn't even make sense. What are some of your goals this year? Honestly, it's just to focus on me. I think I've spent a lot of my life focused on everything else, whether it be like relationships or friends or family or anything. I just really want to focus on me this time, and I feel like if I have everything with myself in order, everything will follow suit so much smoother. And it has already. Like, since I've been focused on myself, I've noticed a transition in everybody around me. Is weird, y'all. Like, had I had known all I had to do, you don't realize how much control you have until you take control of the aspects you can control, if that makes sense. Like, I was so busy trying to, like, control baby daddy or control how things went, I forgot, like, the only person I really have control over is myself. And once you gain control of yourself, you control the whole board. And I'm realizing that. And yeah, that's really what I'm focused on this year. I'm focused on my money. I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on the people who love me. And I'm just focused on making life easier. Life does not have to be so hard. So focus on yourself, y'all. Once you get control of who you are and what you want to do, everybody will really fall in line that wants to be there. So if somebody is just not following suit, it's because they either don't belong there or they don't want to be there. Plastic surgery or fillers. I don't have any fillers. I did do the under eye fillers, but like I said, I think that left me darker than usual. Under eye fillers are to remove the darkness under your eyes. I don't think it works, so I won't be trying it again. I don't have any fillers in my lips. I probably would get my top lip shaped more. I don't think I would actually get it like bigger though, but I'm tired of having to outline my lip every day to give it like, to really, you know, give it that more shapy look. But no, I don't have anything in my face. I did get my boobs done. Y'all know that I have 300 cc's in my boobs. I have a high profile silicone gummy bear implant for anybody who wants to get it done. I got it done by Best You Now in Fort Lauderdale. If you just search Best You Now in my search, in my friends, you will find them. And then I am in discussion with a doctor, a Miami doctor. His name is Dr. Zach. He specializes in athletic BBLs, which is what I want. I want athletic look. I had a consultation with him where I let him know, you know, any fat you can find, I do not want it placed in my butt. I want it placed in my hips. I like the shape of my butt. I think I have a really nice shape to my butt, and with squats, I know I can get my butt back where I want it. But like I said earlier in the video, I've never had hips, so I really just want some hips. So I still want that very athletic look, just more hips. That's it. But yes, nothing else. If I get anything, I know I'm gonna be very honest with it. I don't have any reason to lie. Somebody asked, do you feel like if y'all both work on yourselves, could you ever get back with your baby daddy? I think that me leaving, I always knew, you know, how I felt and what this relationship was and what it meant to me. And I don't think it was until I left that he realized that. And since I've left, I have seen a side of my baby daddy that I wasn't even sure existed. So we are working on ourselves. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Taliban has been very persistent. He's been very clear. You know, he's been checking on me. He's been calling more. He's been, you know, doing what he should have done in the beginning and from the beginning, and I appreciate it. You know, it's better late than never. So we are definitely realizing, I think we both miss each other. I miss him. I know that it is no surprise to anybody. He misses us. But I think the move might have been the best thing that has ever happened to us, because, you know, whether we like it or not, I've moved now. There's, you know, I'm not gonna leave here. He's not gonna leave where he is. So it is making us work on our relationship from a distance, which I think that we needed to do. So yeah, we will see what the future holds. There possibly maybe is a round 2. Well, I don't know what this will, I've never actually left, so this will be considered round 2. But yeah, I think that we just realized that there is something worth working towards, and we're working towards it. But now we have to do it at a distance, and that might be the best thing for us. And like I said, I am, instead of focusing on, oh, what is Taliban doing, or what does Taliban want, or, you know, Taliban, that is my problem. I when I get with somebody, I tend to obsess, like, not, yes, Taliban has played a big part in why we separated, but I think also too is that I should have been more focused on myself. And ever since, like I was saying, ever since I started focusing on myself, everything has started to fall into place. And Taliban is one of those things that I feel like has started to fall into place. And yeah, we are working on figuring out how to make it work better than we did last time, because it was extremely toxic last time, and I don't want it to be like that anymore. And it was toxic on both ends. Yes, he bought my toxic side out more, but you know, you just, what's the point of getting crazy and fighting somebody if you're gonna stay at the end of the day? So yeah, I think this is a prime example of absence is making the heart grow fonder, and I'll give you guys an update, because, you know, things change, and I don't want to just go ahead and be like, ah, yeah, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say that we are not figuring it out. Taliban misses me. And he is making it clear. He is just showing, you know, that he can be better and that he can do better. And I appreciate that he is trying to do better. So we will see what's next. Someone said, why are you so excited about fighting again when you said you were working on your growth? I'm not really excited about it. It's not like, oh my God, yeah, I want to fight. You know, or I'm just like out looking for trouble and I'm so excited to do it, but it happened. You know, y'all are young. Most of y'all asking these questions, I think, are young, and eventually the older you get, you'll really understand what growth looks like. Growth is not, okay, I'm deciding to do it, so it's just gonna be like straight and it's gonna go 100% right and I'm just gonna change and that's it. Growth is, okay, I wanna do it, I'm trying to do it, oh shit, I think I took a step back, okay, I just took 5 more steps forward, I may have went 2 more steps back. You know, growth is just like, it's extremely up and down, and things are gonna happen, and I've never said, you know, that I was never ever gonna get into a fight again. I'm gonna always try to not get into fights, but I would like to see if I ever hit that level of growth. You know, we in the future, if we're here when hopefully we're here when I'm 30 and 40, and I can sit here and say, y'all know what? Somebody put their hands on me the other day and I didn't do anything. That is gonna be some real growth, because I don't see a time where I'll ever get there. Like I said, somebody put their hands on me first. It could have been her, it could have been a friend. It shouldn't have been nobody, so it happens. But and nobody's like super proud of it. It just happened, and I handled my business as I should, and that's it. I don't know what growth looks like to you, but for me it's very up and down. Are you still a smoker? I do not smoke anymore. I have not smoked since before I got pregnant with 6, and weed always made me paranoid, so it was never something I should have been doing in the first place. I get really off when I smoke. Why did you carry majority of the load of the parents in the relationship as long as you did? I don't know, y'all. I knew that, you know, what I was signing up for when I became a parent. And I always felt like moms just carry most of the burden of parenting anyway. It's just how it is. It's how it's always been. It's the same thing I saw, whether it be my stepmom or my actual mom. They've always did a lot more than my dad has, or my sister's dad has. Well, my sister's dads are not even around, but then me and Brooke's dad and my, yeah. So I think I just knew that whether the relationship works or not, or, you know, whether one parent does what they're supposed to do or not, I have to be the parent. Like, I'm still his mom, whether one person is you. I can't be like, okay, because he's not playing his part, I'm just not gonna do mine. And the same goes with the relationship, you know. I think that I am more at peace than he is, you know, because I know that I put my best foot forward into the relationship. And no, I was not perfect. I caused a lot of the toxicity in the relationship, but I gave it all that I could give, and I get to leave with my peace. And my son is taken care of because I played my part. You don't stop playing your part just because somebody doesn't play theirs. Like, where is that normal, you know? No, it's not okay if somebody does not reciprocate the same energy, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a parent. But we have to stop thinking, okay, in a relationship 100%, yes, I think you can stop playing your part. And when I was ready to stop playing my part, I just left. But everything has to be done on your time. But as a parent, what can you just say, oh, they're not doing their job, so I'm not gonna do mine either? No, then the baby suffers, and the baby didn't even ask to be here. So no, I would never stop playing my part as a parent because somebody didn't play theirs. And like I said, I think in the last video, I can deal, you know, a lot of y'all don't understand how I can deal with Taliban the way I deal with him, but what I can say about him, he is effed up in more ways than one, but every year he has been different, and that difference has been better. It's always gotten better, you know. He's never went backwards, he's never gotten worse, he's always gotten better, including not even just in a relationship, but including as Six's dad. I remember at one point he had no interest in Six when Six was really young, like around from when he was born to like 4 months. Like I really just was nervous because I'm like, well, he is just not interested in what we're doing here. He is not interested in this baby at all. And you know, most of the time he just was like, he's just so small, I'm scared of him, which is understandable, but it's also not an excuse. Yeah, and then eventually Six started sitting up and laughing and doing little silly shit, and I watched them get closer and closer over time, and now they're best friends. And yeah, he doesn't see him much, but somebody has to go to work, you know. Oh, well, I do go to work. Fortunately enough, I can sit at home and go to work. Taliban has to go do what he has to do. But yeah, Taliban was the last, like, I think, you know, I have told y'all so much of the bad that, you know, y'all can't see that there was good. But he was in the house a lot of the times with Six. Some nights he would go to the studio, but it would be a rare occasion. We were always in the house in LA. We were always together. Now we're not, so it's a little harder, but he comes every 2 weeks to see him, so it's not really that different. But he has to do what he has to do, and the times he was doing too much, like, okay, now this is just too much, you know, I did let him know about it when he was moving around too much, and then he would just be like, okay, come on, y'all, come with me. And I'm like, well, you gotta understand, we can't always get up and jump. Like, we need to keep this baby grounded. We can't go home. Ding, ding. We just were moving around so much, and I think we all just were a little tired. I think Six was tired. I think me and Tyler were tired of each other. It was so unstable that way, always keep traveling. But yeah, I think that, you know, I just understand that I play my part. I'd rather have the peace of mind than to like be the one after the relationship who has to carry the burden of I fucked up. And I think that's what, you know, Taliban is realizing. You know, he just was a little down before we kind of reconnected, and I could tell, and Brooke could tell, and you know, he told Brooke that he feels neglected, and it's because he had to carry the burden of the things that he did. You don't want that part. You want to be looking like me after the breakup. You want to be glowing. But like I said, we are working on figuring out what it is. Did you breastfeed with Six? If so, when did you stop? I breastfed Six until he was 6 months. 5 months? 5 months. And then at some point my milk was just like really up and down. It was drying out, it was coming back, it was drying out, it was coming back. So then when it dried out the last time, I just was like, you know what? It dried out, put him on formula, it came back. He would latch on, but he wouldn't stay on. He was like, he just would spit it out. So I asked his doctor, like, what is that about? And she was like, once they have that dry, like that bland taste of the formula, they really don't like this, how sweet breast milk is. I don't know if y'all have ever tasted breast milk. I have. It's extremely sweet. It reminds me of like almond milk or something. So that's what she said that was about. Are you good or bad at just letting yourself know it's okay in order to have peace? No, I'm really good at it, y'all. That's why I think I deal with so much. Like, I take so much because I can handle it. Like, I can so easily be like, I don't care. That's a you problem, not me. And, you know, still physically be in the situation. So, yeah, I'm just so used to being like, well, it is what it is. Okay, keep it moving. Like, I have to keep going. Since you had Six, do you feel like you're motivated to do more and achieve your dreams faster? Yes, I do. I feel like, you know, I have to do it. I have to get this done. I have to have college savings for him. I have to have so much more just for him alone. So it is really stressful being a parent, because it's like, damn, I'm no longer working for things for myself. I'm working for things for somebody else and myself and the little somebody else, you know, little helpless somebody else who has no idea what this world is yet. And I am going to be the biggest factor of who he is or what he is or what he has and what he doesn't have. That, yeah, it's a lot. Don't have kids until you're like 30. I'm gonna do one more question because I feel like we've done a good amount of questions. Let's find something. A lot of these questions are just like piggybacks off other questions. Y'all are so inappropriate. Somebody said, have you greased anyone yet other than Tyler Ray? I'm gonna assume that means have I slept with anybody else? No, I don't have time. I'm always with 6 and I'm always doing something. But no, to answer your weird question. Yeah, I'm gonna answer this one. What do you do when you're at a crossroads in life? I'm not gonna lie, for a couple days, I go to sleep. I just sleep all day. You know when I'm going through something if I'm sleeping a lot or if I'm pregnant, but most of the time, because I only have one baby, is when I'm going through something, I would just go to sleep. Like, I just don't want to deal with it. I'll sleep it off, and in a couple days, I'll get up and I'll clean up everything. I'll clean up my room, I'll clean up my house, and take a deep breath, and I keep going. That is what I do, y'all. So if you ever get at a crossroads, go to sleep. Go to sleep some more. I really just have like a few depressed days, like 2 or 3 depressed days that I get up, I clean up, like deep cleanup though. Like, you'll just see me organizing and moving stuff around, and you'll be like, oh yeah, she coming out of her funk. And then I get up and keep going. I say this all the time, y'all. We have no choice but to keep going. I mean, we can stay still, but then what's the point of even being here? Well, let me not say that. I don't need nobody to go. Just because you're standing still don't mean you should go jump off a ledge. But keep going, like, because it'll change, but it'll stay the same if you don't. So that's it, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed my Q&A. I hope y'all are excited about the Bad Girls Club reboot as I am. I'm ready to laugh and see all the drama. I am gonna have so much fun with this, y'all. Till next time.